2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. It's time to get underway, so let's get into the coverage of this exciting event. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam here as we keep an eye on this player who's been trailing in the tournament but has a real opportunity today.
They do. They need to get out there, though, and start firing at some flags. They've been playing very conservative all week long, and you can't continue to do that with any hopes of winning. You have to go ahead and start trying to take advantage of the conditions. Hit it close a few more times. And until they start doing that, I don't see them catching the leaders.
This is an exciting one, Rich. Let's get into the action. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Well, Rich, that's got to feel good. Opening the first with an underpar score.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Players want to take out any club, driver, three, whatever it takes to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in two. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie fours are always a good score in this hole, and you're never disappointed with a 5.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Oh, the breeze has just got up. You see where the flags are flickering, and it's straight back up into this player.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Uh-oh, this one's heading to the hazard. Well, doesn't take a genius to know that this is not a good place to be. Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt.
Now this is important. This for par.
Looks like they may have pushed that one. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
That limits the damage. And now at +4 for the event.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Here we are at the third.
A split green here. It is difficult to make birdie twos, but par threes should be had.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. And that was a bit of a misfire.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
And if this can go down, he'll save par. Nice line. Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. Sitting at 4 over for the event. Let's see what happens here on the 4th.
Par 4 measuring 298 yards. Will the players give it a go or not? Let's find out.
That's a swing only a mother could love there, Luke.
Sadly, in the sand, but a chance to make up for the error. Getting ready to play their third. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Just didn't drop. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. And unfortunately heading in the wrong direction on the leaderboard after that hole. It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Well struck. Playing this shot from about 180 yards.
Next shot straight back into the teeth of the wind.
Club up. I like this play.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Just a short putt. Closes the workout on that hole. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
Opting for the 9-iron.
Uh-oh, this one leaking out to the right.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Putting for par. Okay, steady now. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
Yeah, putting for bogey here.
And there it is. Now at 6 over for the event.
Not much happening, moving down the leaderboard. Never a good sign.
And there's always the sense of a birdie in the air when we stride onto a par 5 tee.
Par 5, 600 yards straight away. Wanting to make birdies, but par is a good number.
Well played, mate. Time for the 2nd shot here at the 7. Let's hope this one gets a good lie because it's heading towards the rough. And that's a poor lie. Will he be able to get out of here?
They've got to use all the bounce and strength that they can muster. This is sitting down.
And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard. Get in the hole. Oh, what a shame it didn't drop, but that looked good the whole way. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. There's always a sense of excitement striding onto the tee of a par 3 hole.
Par 3, bunkers left and right. Not an easy par 3 to say the least.
Going with the hybrid. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a two-putt here is still good.
Oh, what a great stroke. And that should secure the par on this one. Currently at 6 over par. Here we are at the final hole on the front nine.
Ninth hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
That's not the outcome they were after.
Hard to control the distance when you're coming out of the rough.
And he needs this to save par. It looks like he pushed that one. It's just about 3 feet away. Nice stroke. Alrighty, Rich. This is crunch time. We're through 9 holes today, and this player's on the wrong side of the cut line.
Sitting just below the cut line currently, Luke. They need to make something happen today. They can't afford any mistakes. Got to watch and see how they play it out.
Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
Oh, some smiles here. A bit of luck in the second cut. It's sitting nicely. Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
Oh, that was pure. Putting for birdie. This has eyes for the hole. Now that's a good putt to hole any day of the week. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? A par putt awaits. That's well holed. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. 2 great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck. You'll need it.
That's not the one he wanted. Second shot here on the 12th. Going with the 9-iron, I think. That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Time now for the 4th shot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Just 3 feet to the cup.
This is a must-make, guys. They've got this for bogey.
Let's see what happens here at the 13th.
Tee shot up the hill to a blind landing area. Second shot is to a green that is surrounded by a cavern of bunkers. If you miss all those and find the green in 2, then you'll have a decent look at a birdie 3.
Playing this shot from about 170 yards out.
Breeze straight into him.
That should set up another chance. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. There it is. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Let's see what happens here at the 14th.
Par 4, sweeping from right to left down the hill. This is a challenging hole.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Sitting up here from about 155.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Maybe needed a better club from the caddy. It's a bit strong, this. "12 feet to the cup coming up. Go on, get in the hole. Nicely holed, and for par. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Well, let's get amongst this 15th hole.
Par 4, 421 yards, a seemingly simple par 4. Pretty good shot there.
Time for the second shot at the 15th. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Oh, that's a great approach shot.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Oh, well played. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Ooh, I always love these holes. Here we have a par 3.
Watch out for this green. There's a large shelf on the right-hand side. If it's up there, good luck getting it close. And whatever you do, don't be silly and hit it left in the water. That's just a bad shot.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Yep, that shot safely on the green. What's in front of them, Henny?
Has to putt this one downhill.
No, that's too bad. Big putt for par coming up. Oh, so close. 5 feet coming up to the cup. Looking good. And that's for a bogey. Unfortunately, moving down the leaderboard, that's not the direction to be heading. Well, here we go, Rich. We're at the penultimate hole, the 17th.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot is down the slope. Lots of bunkers on this hole, but should you avoid them and find this sliver of a green, then birdie will be on your mind.
Look like he's hooked this one. Might get caught up in the brush here. Setting up in the first cut. Choosing the 9-iron here.
What a shot from that nasty light. Should be proud of that.
This putt coming up is for birdie. Yeah, that putt looked pushed. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones. Right on 8 feet. It was on a good line. And this one will be for bogey. Game's just getting a little out of shape by the looks of it.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Sitting at 8 over for the event. Now take the stroll to the final tee of this round.
Players will be thinking birdie, but 6s and 7s will come along if you're not careful.
From around 220 yards.
Pretty good win back into the player's face.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
And he's safely on the green with that shot. Well, there's no other way to shake it. This putt needs to go if they want to make the cut this week. Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
A little too cautious.
And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Corn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this player better in the future.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us. 2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. Without further ado, let's get into the coverage of this exciting event. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. Hello everyone, I'm Luke Elvey and I'm honoured to have 2002 PGA champion Rich Beam with me in the booth. And Rich, it's just a pleasure to be here covering this latest stop in the quest for the FedEx Cup.
Looking forward to getting into the action here, Luke.
Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today. Time for the second shot into the first. A birdie putt awaits. He'll be disappointed with that one. That was a pushed putt. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. That was a gallant attempt. This one for bogey. Starting the round above par today.
Yeah, but if you look how they played the hole, it was disastrous. Lucky to walk away with a bogey.
Time to tee off at the second.
Players looking to make 4 here, but never disappointed with a par 5.
Looks like this one's going to the beach. This shot now being played from the fairway bunker. That's a smart option. Back into the fairway. Getting ready to play their third. Opting for the 9-iron. Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. Well, this would be a big birdie here. Good putt to make. Ooh, right by the hole. Just a 4-footer remaining. Wow, that's classy. Good save from there.
Nicely done. Well fought hole right there. Bunkered off the tee, but makes that nice par save.
Sitting at 1 over for the day.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Looks to be going with the 6 iron. Now that looked pretty good the whole way. This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close. Putting for a par here. It's on a good line. And down she goes. Currently at +1 for the tournament.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The 4th at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
Oh, this should be unpredictable. Don't know what you're going to get from the golfing gods here. Time for the second shot here at the 4th. A spot amongst the leaders here awaits if they can make this. Move inside the top 20. Ooh. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
This is what they have left for a par.
Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Time to step on your tee shot here at this long par 4.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Well, this is not a good outcome. Buried in the deep stuff. Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
Putting for a par now. Now 4 back after that hole. Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
The 6th hole, particularly the approach, Rich, at TPC Boston's a very strong one.
If they put the pin other than front left near the water, it's a good birdie opportunity. But once that pin sneaks over to the left-hand side, watch out. Bogeys and doubles come into the equation very quickly.
Going for less club here.
Not a bad play, that one. And this next putt, it's for bogey. The dreaded shove always hurts on the greens. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Chance here to reclaim a bit of focus after that double at the last.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in 2. Find the fairway, then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
Yeah, this is the stuff we love. Getting after this par 5 in 2.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Was that a rush of blood? What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
It's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some.
Well, the old hammerhands putt. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. 2 great shots, but 3 bad putts. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 8th.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Not too sure what happened there. That's a very uncharacteristic mistake.
And a par putt awaits him. A good stroke. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. Teeing off now on the 9th hole.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
Wow, that's an incredible drive.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 145 yards. Wow, that drive, that had so much airtime, I didn't even know if it was coming down.
Yeah, quality shot, that. Now, this is a challenging one. A lengthy putt awaits.
This is their look at birdie.
That's outstanding. What a putt. Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
What an amazing putt from way out.
Now 7 shots behind after that. This hole is a par 4.
Par 4, this hole plays so much more difficult than the yardage. Water to the left of the green, bunkers surrounding it on both sides. Find the fairway, you'll have a good look at making birdie. You miss the fairway, good luck. 4s, 5s, and 6s come into the equation.
Oh, that's a sweet-looking swing, that one. Time for the second shot at the 10th. That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Didn't that look good for a long time? An opportunity to make a par here. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Teeing off here at the 11th.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
This line doesn't look too tough, just in the first cut, right by the green. Certainly makes putting easy if you can chip it that close.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Let's see what happens here at the 12th.
Par 4, 510 yards. It is a brute. Those bunkers down the right-hand side are a natural attraction for wayward golf balls. Second shot is down the slope. A big, deep, gaping bunker on the right-hand side will also find its fair share of golf balls. All in all, just a tough hole, to say the least.
Going with the 7.
That one's headed right and staying right.
And here we are with the third shot. And he needs this to save par. That's a disappointing stroke. That's a push. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. In it goes, and that's unfortunately back-to-back bogeys.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Teeing off here on the 13th hole.
Tee shot is uphill to a blind landing area. Green is surrounded by some deep bunkers. However, you miss all those, you find the surface in 2, and you're going to have a pretty decent look at a birdie 3.
Ah, that's not the shot he was hoping for. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
This looks to be heading to the green. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
That's disappointing.
Can't believe he did that. That drives you bonkers as a player.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole.
Fairway sweeps from right to left down the hill. Should you find the fairway, you'll have a decent look at finding the green in 2. But I gotta say, it is a difficult par 4, and you'd be happy to walk away with that score.
Going with the 8-iron here. That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there. Getting ready to play their 3rd. And here we are with their 4th. Well, that's an impressive little chip.
Love watching this player around the greens.
And that's now 5 over for the round.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Let's see what happens here on the 15th.
Par 4, and a fun little par 4 at that, just 421 yards from the back. Fairly generous fairway, but a green that can provide some entertainment as there's some different swales in the green, and your golf ball can go a-wandering if you're not careful.
Playing from around 110 yards out.
Luke, I think the player just went into traction with that swing.
I'm pretty sure they had their sights set on hitting the green there. They found the sand here. That's on the green, but still a fair way from the hole. Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet.
This is important. Big par putt here.
A bit long on that one. Just can't seem to get off the bogey train here, Rich.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
The The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. And now striding onto the tee of this par 3 hole.
Par 3, I don't need to mention the one on the left-hand side. It speaks for itself.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Just needs this one to kick right. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Oh, just missed. Well holed. Let's move on. Currently at 6 over par. Here we are at the 17th tee.
Severe dog leg from right to left. Second shot down the hill to a very narrow green.
Oh, well done. Well, Rich, the 17th hole at TPC Boston. I think the most important thing is positioning your tee shot so you can get a clear look at the green here.
A very narrow green, actually bisected in two by Santa Claus's belly, thus the size of it. Find the right level, you have a birdie opportunity.
Looks like they may have pushed that one.
Par putt coming up here.
The putt drops, and we're moving on.
Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston could be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green, big deep bunker right, and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have sixes and sevens.
Could roll into the rough on this one.
And here we are with the third shot. This would be a great up and down. Well, Rich, think they can make this one?
I really can't say I'm a fan of their chances on this one, Luke, but I tell you what, I've been wrong once before.
A bit too much pace on that one.
Looks like a pretty straightforward fight. And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Corn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this player better in the future.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.